Why is it that every time something's going on, this girl just decides to show up with her little cheerful little music? It's like da 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 da. Whoa, it's Kath! Wow. My village was burned to the ground by our Marquis. He said that he had to do it to prepare for Burn's attack. And here you come, saying it's wrong to steal? Ha! Look who's talking. The nobility steals from the poor so you can live in luxury at our expense. Ah, to heck with this. It's no fun stealing after a conversation like that. I'm out of here. Ta-ta! Damn. You know what? After that conversation, Kath, you're a real one. I've been ragging on her this entire time for showing up in the middle of chapters to steal my stuff. But you know what? That was a good character moment for her. I like that. That was good. To liberate the people of the Western Isles, Roy heads for Jito, the Isle's largest city and its capital. According to Elfin, Lord Arcardo, who is in charge of overseeing the Western Isles, is an Etrurian of high nobility, but of little prominence in the Etrurian court. Roy, still wary of how Etruria may respond to his attack, prepares his soldiers to rid the Isles of Arcardo to rescue the people. Hello and welcome. My name is Arithios, and this is Chapter 12 of my Fire Emblem Binding Blade playthrough. So, taking a look at WoW. I like our little heart formation here, but geez, our formation is small. Where is this? Is this not all the deployment slots we get? 13. So where's everyone else? Over here. Okay, I was like, I'm missing I'm missing a good chunk of my army here. They're all the way on this side. Okay. So we are splitting up our army this time then. Which is interesting. We've got our boss here is the man himself, Arcardo. It's crazy to me how we came here on behalf of Etruria to deal with whatever is going on in the Western Isles, and we basically just, I don't know, incited insurgency. We're just fighting the guys who hired us. Bold move by Roy, I guess, but we'll see how that turns out. Arcardo here is a level 10 paladin. With that, those are crazy stats. 20 strength? Jesus. 13 speed is pretty hefty as well. 16 defense, 10 res even is gonna make even like Lilina won't be doing a ton of damage to him. He's got a silver lance though, no 2 range. But he has an elixir? He has an elixir. I could steal that off of him. That would be nice actually. So then it'd prevent him from healing, because that'd be really annoying. Other than that, silver lance, so we can't attack at 2 range safely. So that makes him a little bit less threatening, I'd say. Other than that, we've got another map with a bunch of long corridors, a bunch of doors. So we definitely want a thief here to help out with getting those. I need to keep an eye out for reinforcements too. I always need to keep, this is FE6. I've learned that I always need to keep an eye out for reinforcements. Although, whether or not I've been doing a good job of that is debatable. Stairs up here though, so I'd imagine some reinforcements can come up from over here. Okay, let's see here. Going through the enemies here. There's not too much to... Right. It's just, I saw scrolling through the enemies and I see a character with a unique art, a unique portrait. It's Rai, a shaman. He comes with Nosferatu. Interesting. Not the worst stats, I guess, but perhaps a little low for this point in the game, right? But he is our first dark mage, it looks like, which is interesting. He's got... I like that portrait. His eyebrows a little raised, gives him a little personality there. Yeah, well, there's a few promoted enemies that we want to watch out for, like this hand axe warrior. 25 attack, pretty hefty, but his defenses especially his res is nothing. But yeah, not a whole lot of units that are going to be able to take the hand axe or take the hits here. Other than that, a Kilrax fighter that we'll want to keep an eye out for. Where are you? All the way over here. So one of the first enemies that we'll have to deal with. I can get him off of the Kilrax if I stand in 2 range though. So that might be an option. Although if amend priest. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. We've got a sleep staff guy. Okay. That I don't like that. I don't like that at all. We'll see how we're gonna have to deal with that. A bunch of healers. A second sleep staff guy up here. Jesus. Okay, that's gonna be so annoying. Oh, I just noticed all of these guys kind of stuck in the wall here for the... This is an interesting map. Okay. Are you the last one? Nope. Longbow. Are you one of the guys that are kind of stuck in the middle corridor that I don't think I can even get in there, right? I can with the wall. Okay. Longbow guy, steel bow, another longbow guy up here. Damn. Okay. An eclipse shaman down... Really? Okay, well... Okay, an eclipse shaman... That reduces enemy HP to 1. Okay. I see. Interesting. I'll have to keep an eye out for that as well. There's a sniper here with a silver bow kind of in the middle. Oh, there's definitely a ton of scary enemies on this map. Alright, I'll have to see how we're gonna have to deal with this. We've got some new kinds of threats to deal with this time around. So, as for my units, Deep Clarine, Rutger... I just don't know, man. Like, if he could promote, that would be great. But once again, Hero Crest, don't have a Hero Crest. Lilina... Should I just promote her at this point? I could. Level 17. 3 defense is so rough, though. And Saul is still, after all this time, he's still not even level 10 at promotion level. Shauna's still a level 1 Falco Knight. Okay. Ooh, I am reaching a point where the pre-promoted paladins that we've gotten for early game, Zealot and Marcus, are starting to get not... Like, they're starting to fall off a little bit. So I'll have to keep that in mind as well. I have no idea what item Gonzalez uses to promote. And the thing about Gonzalez, though, is we just got Bartra in the previous chapter. And Bartra just outclasses Gonzalez in almost every way, right? I mean, he's got way more strength. He's obviously, they've got the same speed, which is interesting. He's got more, like, much more serviceable skill and luck stats. And then 10 defense, 3 res. Yeah, just better. So it's just a matter of, well, do I want to keep using, I guess one of the weaker weaker units to start off with and build him up into something that might be good, or do we just want to use the pre-promote, who is already fighting ready? That is a very good question. I think Geese is kind of just off the table. He's not bad, right? But and as a pirate, right? I'm assuming, I think pirates also promote into berserkers, which is really cool. He's also definitely, well, maybe not necessarily more usable than Gonzalez, because Gonzalez has pretty darn good strength. for where he's at. It's just his hit rates are gonna be so bad, but maybe I just roll with it. Maybe I just roll with it. I think I'm just gonna roll with Gonzalez actually. Yeah. I don't need to use anyone else that I picked up. I do want Elfin on the team, so we're gonna have to drop a few units here, huh? Well, okay, I think that means Alan is finally going, if we're finally dropping Alan. Honestly, at this rate, it's like using Sin is probably not even the best idea. Even with, I could just like sell the Orion's bolts and just use Klein. Like Sin does have the advantage of movement, right? But Klein, he's got the strength, right? He can actually do damage. But no, I feel like Sin's speed, I feel, is just gonna be so much better. Because Klein he's already promoted, and he's at 11 speed, which isn't actually that fast. Sin has a lot of levels to grow, and which means he's probably gonna end up a lot faster. I'll have to think about it. The age-old question, Fire Emblem, pre-promote versus training unit, right? Both have their pros and cons for sure. I do want to make sure I bring Elfin at least though, and then it's a matter of who else. Do I want to bring Bartra, right? You know what? I actually think this is the team. I think this is what we'll roll with. For now. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get some preps done. And then I don't know if it'll take super long. If it doesn't, I'll just cut back in real quick. But yeah, I'll get those done and I'll cut back in when I'm done with that. All right, and I am back. Did some fiddling around with the units. So in the end, I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna have some fun and play around with some of the units that we've gotten. So this is what we're rolling with. I dropped Zealot and Klein in favor of, I want to try Bartra out this time around, equipped him out with just a whole bunch of different axes. I do need to remember to bring Astolfo here because there's going to be there's a ton of doors and chests to open, so he's going to be very helpful there. I also want to steal that elixir from the boss at the end as well, so that he can't heal. Other than that, mainly just figuring out some gear, and then I've also given some units some of my stat boosting items. Finally, I've barely used any of these, and now I think it's a good time to kind of put some of these to use. So for those stat boosters, I mainly focused on Lilina here. We got an angelic robe from Elfin last chapter, and this is one that I decided, you know, I'm going to use this on Lilina. She's one of our lower HP units, and it will definitely help her out in combat, making her 7 whole points of HP tank here, right? So unfortunately, I don't think there is a way to actually use these items in battle preps, so I will have to use it during the fights during this chapter, which is a little inconvenient, but it is what it is. I'm still saving the energy ring, I've decided. I honestly, at this point, I feel like I might be coming up on a second energy ring, or not energy ring, sorry, guiding ring. I might be coming up on a second guiding ring soon, to the point where it might have just been a better idea to just promo Clarine when I got the first guiding ring and when she was able to. So, that might be the case, and if that is the case, oh well, it is what it is. For now, I'm just gonna continue saving this first guiding ring for Lilina. Other than that, I also have Gonzalez I plan on investing a bit into. I've decided, you know what, I'm just gonna settle. I'm not settle, what's the word? I am going to commit my decision here, and I'm going to use Gonzalez. I don't care if he can't hit for the life to save his life because of his low skill, but we have ways of kind of not really patching it, but at least making it not as bad as it would be. One, I am planning on giving him the Dragon Shield to help him out in combat. He is, you know, weirdly lacking in defenses. So giving him just that little bit more of defense. He's kind of just on the line there where he's almost got like a good amount of defense, but not quite. So I'll give him the dragon shield there, and I'm working with inventory space here. So I've also given Elfin the secret book, which should help with the skill a little bit. It's not a lot, but it is a little bit. And as well as some of the other items that I want to give, chest keys and door keys and stuff. I've given to various units to deal with the doors and chests on this map. And then the halberd is to trade to Gonzalez as well later down the line. Yeah, I think that covers it. So the main thing I want to do here before I do this, though, is actually go here and go to the armory so I can sell this blue gem for another 5,000 gold. Pretty nice. We have an okay amount of gold. It's not a lot, but it's enough. Oh yeah, also Shauna, energy ring. I was thinking about who to give the energy ring to. There are a number of candidates. Honestly, like Deke and Lance could actually both make pretty decent use out of it. Their strength is good, but it's not crazy good. Like, I think mainly the main thing is because I promoted them early, they didn't get the chance to, you know, grow those stats quite as much. Considering, you know, like Roy is almost level 16 here. He's got higher strength than both of them. Who, by the way, Roy is actually turning out to be decent. He's finally like at a point where he's like decently usable. He's got good strength. He's got solid speed. He's got good defense. So he's getting a lot better, that's for sure, than he was in the early game. Rutger was also an option to give the strength to. In the end, I just decided, you know, I'm just gonna pump it into Shauna. I liked favoritism to my flyers, right? She could definitely use the extra strength. It definitely helped her out a lot. So yeah, that's in combat wise, especially since I've decided that I'm actually not going to be using Thea. Mainly because I missed the Elysian Whip, and I don't know when the third one's coming, and I'd rather not wait. So only one Pegasus Knight for me this time around. But I think Shauna should suffice. We'll just make her a little bit stronger with the energy ring, and we should be good. Yeah, other than that, Sin is over here, just trying to get him some more levels as well. If I can get, I ultimately decided to try and train, if I can train Sin up, I would prefer to train Sin up over using Klein, because he has the horse, and because he has much higher potential for growth and speed, which is a really important stat, that will, I think, be more helpful in the long run. So yeah, that's what we're doing there. So that about covers everything I've got for preps. So I'm gonna go ahead, we'll save these over here and get this chapter started. Chapter 12, The True Enemy. Sir Flare! Lord Ricardo, why do you fret so? It's the Lycian army. They come for my blood. Yes, they have been a thorn in Burn's side for some time. Oh, this guy's from Burn. Got it. We knew it would be difficult if they became too close with Etruria. That's why we had you send them here. Ending them should have been simple. It seems, however, they fight even better than expected. You don't understand the gravity of this situation. Do you realize how much I've lost thanks to their meddling? All the riches I've raped from these islands are gone. And on top of that, now they want my life. Once they arrive, my legacy is finished. My hands are shaking. I don't know what to do. My, how you worry. I suggest you flee to the mainland, to Etruria. You will allow it? Warfare is Burn's strong suit. We also have our secret weapon ready to brandish. With it, we shall erase the Lycian army once and for all. But, Lord Ricardo, once Burn and Etruria join forces, we will have no reason to fear anyone. Am I wrong? No. No, you're right. I leave them to you. Huh. Cowardly Etrurian nobles. If we defeat the Lycian army here, the Isles shall be ours. Well, we're not gonna let that happen, are we? This is the capital. Once we take it, we can finally go home. I have already sent someone to unlock the gate. Someone in to unlock the gate. Oh, there she is. The one over there, dressed like a dancer? Yes, that's her. Your Highness, over here. Your Highness? I know not of what she speaks. Elephant is hiding something. Your Highness, you're late. Larum, why do you call me Your Highness? Huh? Oh, well, you know, you look like royalty, so it's your nickname. My apologies, Lord Roy. This is Larum, a member of the Resistance. You're Roy? Everyone on the Isles has heard of you. They all call you the Savior from the East. Nice to meet you. I'm Larum. Whoa, please leave a little distance. Roy, your face is all red. How cute. Larum. Oh, right. There's something I should tell you. I've been hearing some strange rumors. The people here say that an unhuman resides in this castle. An unhuman? Oh, yes. They say he changes form into something that looks like a dragon. A human? That can change into a dragon? I don't know, but that's what I hear. We must proceed with caution. Huh, interesting. Now, I've played FE7, so humans turning into dragons is not that much of a surprise. But I guess when this game first came out, that was like a bit of lore, I guess, a bit of new lore. So interesting, cool. There is definitely that is their hidden weapon that they're talking about. I don't really want to face them if I'm being honest, but we shall see how this goes. Okay, I do not really have a plan to start off here. I am trying to give Gonzalez levels, but it's gonna be hard because yeah, he takes no shortage of damage. Let's just say that. And we do need to be able to. No, I am concerned about the longbow guy. Yeah, okay. And you need to watch out for the longbow guys because they have more range than I would normally expect. Let's see here. So, first of all, the army is split onto two fronts again. So, once again, we're gonna have to manage two different sides, which isn't too bad. This side feels a lot more simple because it's mainly just the chest. That's why I have Alstalfa over here. And I've got a couple of promoted units over here, along with Sin, too. So, they should be strong. Bartra and Deke here should be strong enough to deal with most everything that's going to come this way. Hopefully. I don't know if there's any more to expect, but as always, we'll have to see. I am just worried about the sleep guy over here. Because Chlorine is the one who has the Restore Staff, which means I don't have a way of dealing with the sleep over here on this side. So I'm gonna have to be pretty darn careful. That said, I think I might be able to get everyone out of the sleep staff range, which would definitely help. Well, except for you. But I guess if you get put to sleep, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. Sniper is scary. I don't want to deal with you. How does Hand Axe do? Okay, Deke can take it pretty easily. How does Bartra do? Okay, that answers that question. We'll go ahead and hopefully we can land this attack here. All right, because this is the Killer Axe guy too. I definitely don't. Okay, cool. We're good. Dealt with the Killer Axe guy. Don't have to worry about that. As you can see that against these regular enemies, our promoted units still are not getting a ton of EXP. So, luckily, I think I promoted a good enough time to where like the stats are gonna last. For like Lance, Shauna, and Deke, I think their stats will last enough until the point where they can actually start getting experience again, which is the important thing about deciding when to promote, right? Okay, so you have the chest keys, you have a door key. what I want to do is get everyone out of sleep range if I can. So... One, two, three, four, five. Good there. And then what I'm gonna do, I can bring Saul up here. And I can get him out of sleep range as well by just picking him up. It's not the best in terms of turn count, but I'm not too worried about that at the moment. I'll definitely want to bring someone over here to deal with the archers. Because these guys are going to be really annoying when I'm trying to get through this corridor here. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do here with Gonzalez is I want to set up Elfin at a good spot, because, yeah, okay, so Lolina can just come over here and probably just take this guy out, yeah. Which I am definitely going to do. Yeah, that should be safe. Because, I'm not too worried. Oh, wait. I should be worried about Eclipse, though. Because I think... This is in the longbow guy's range, right? I think it is. Oh, it's not. Okay. We're good. We're safe. Okay. I don't have to worry about Eclipse then, because we just take this guy out, and then Eclipse is not a problem. Because he can't actually kill with Eclipse, which is the important thing. So with Gonzalez, what I'm gonna, probably need to use the Angelic Robe on her, like, next turn, which is fine. With Gonzalez, I'm just gonna go to the outside of Elfin's range and use that Dragon Shield. So that we get a little bit more defense, 8 defense, which is, helpful, at least, a little bit. And then we will give him another turn here, and then we just fingers crossed hopey that he hits. We'll position here because I don't want to deal with the other guy. 14 damage is significantly less threatening. Come on, Gonzalez! Deke could do it, you can do it too! Damn it. Okay. 22. He's gonna attack Lolina, which I can't allow that to happen. So we unfortunately have to take this kill with someone else, and that someone else is probably going to be Lance. Is the longbow guy threatening? 12 attack? I don't think so. Yep, not threatening at all. All right, we're gonna have a hard time giving Gonzalez the experience. Oh, you know what? I should have traded and then danced with Elfin, because I can give him the secret book next turn to improve those hit rates, at least a little bit, which would definitely be very useful. Okay, Shauna, I just need to make sure you're not in bow range. And then I don't need to worry about Sleep Guy because I have Restore. Okay. What's going on here? Oh! There you are, Ein. Is this the dragon? You called? I will make a report about the Lycian army to General Narshan. I want you to defend the castle while I am away. Understood. Who's there? Just the wind? I will take my leave now. I leave them to your discretion. Understood. Haha, the Lycian army will hardly be able to stand against this dragon. Normal weapons won't even scratch its skin. These Manicheets, they certainly are terrifying beasts. So that's what the unhuman is. Byrne really has brought dragons into this world. What to do now? I guess I'll pose as a soldier and observe the dragon's power. Okay, interesting. Now that I think about it, there's one thing that I forgot to do. I forgot that I have a Worm Slayer. I have not equipped on anyone. Which is unfortunate, because that would be really, really useful this chapter. Although I guess I wouldn't have known that at the beginning. But now that I see that there's a dragon, the Worm Slayer would have definitely been quite useful. Unfortunate. Okay, we're getting asleep. It's hitting Rutger, which means I don't really care about it that much, honestly. Does land it though? Okay, that's so annoying, honestly. The sleep staff guy is so annoying. Okay, how are we gonna deal with this? Oh, because these guys are like advancing. Ugh. And... well, I guess I have a use for the Brave Axe here, but... this is not ideal. What I can probably do is open this door and then drop Deke and move in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, two, three. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Basically drop Saul here. He's got the Brave Axe equipped. Okay, we might be wasting a Brave Axe here, which is a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. Can you deal with the longbow guy? Not too bad, actually. Yeah, she definitely takes a lot more damage here, but... I feel like I potentially have better options. Lance has the door key, right? Yeah, Lance I gave the door key. So we're gonna go and do that with him. Let's just make sure we've got a decent weapon for this. Steel Lance will do, I guess. Open this up and then... I could just retreat back out of range. Because he doesn't have the chest key. Who has the chest key? Oh, I forgot to use the energy ring on Shauna last turn. That's my fault. Elephant has the chest key. Okay, that's not the best guy to have the chest key, I'm gonna be honest. But we can grab him off him next turn and then work with that. Shauna can actually come up here and kill if she can double hit. That's cool. I might as well just get rid of the Eclipse threat. Nice, cool, appreciated. Finally getting a level after a really long time. Not a very good level, but I mean, she's got all the speed that she needs, that's for sure. Okay, Gonzalez. That's not the worst thing in the world. Ugh, these hit rates are so awful. What we're gonna do... I don't really have a great way of getting it onto Gonzalez here, I think. I need to waste Elfin's turn here, which is really annoying. Okay. Right, because I trade it onto Roy. I don't think I can trade again. Okay. I think we just go for the attacks. We're not taking very much damage. but it's because of the longbow guy. 4 damage. We will have to deal with you. Oh, no, we don't. Okay. Well, let's see if Gonzalez can get the hits in. You usually get like, yeah, he's been getting 1, but not the other one. Okay. Not the biggest of deals. I think he'll be fine. He's got 8 defense. Not getting doubled. So yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. In that case, what I do want to do... What I could do, actually, I can trade the secret book over and then give him another turn. This is what I should have done on the first turn here. And then instead of attacking, I'm just going to go ahead and use that secret book right now. Give us a little skill boost. Rutger, honestly, just stay asleep. I don't feel like it's necessary to waste a restore staff on you at the moment. So I'm just going to... That's not what I meant to do. Gosh dang it. Okay. I wanted to do this. So I'm gonna have to waste a few turns there, but oh well. Okay, I think I've positioned fine. Okay, right, we can't counter the longbow. So I should have attacked, but not a big deal. How much better are our hit rates? Oh my god, there's a physic guy. That's annoying. He's back almost to full HP. These enemy healers. This guy didn't come to attack? Weirdo? Okay, how much better did that improve our hit rate? It improved it by 4! A whopping 4% better hit rate. Wow, so huge. Alright, real talk. Oh, so close to one-shotting. Okay. I honestly just think we hand that. Well, I'm just gonna keep going for the kill on this guy. Maybe it made a difference. It made a difference! The 4 points made a difference. Believe. Alright, cool. Unfortunately, I had to futz around with Elfin over here. So, let's drop him off. I think that's safe. What's your 4 movement, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're safe. And then I'll move Clarine over here. I noticed the sleep guy didn't do anything that turn. I wonder why. Maybe we just nobody in range, I think? Possibly. Okay, well, no biggie. We will go ahead and take care of these enemies over here. Would now be a decent time to deal with you? Deke could do it. Well, no, he can't do it. Okay. Huh. How strong is this? 100. Jesus, okay. I don't really want to break in if I can help it. I face threat from sleep is the biggest problem, and our hit rate's really not that good either. Silver bow is nothing to scoff at too. Okay, here's what we will do. You're gonna come over here and open this door. You're gonna sit here and... Well, frankly, I actually kind of want to give him some experience if I can. Keyword, if I can. I mean, he can get a kill here as long as he hits both, which is interesting. Okay, cool. Sin is going to get a pretty decent chunk of experience, though, which is really nice. Okay, sure. Appreciated. Those aren't... Not the worst level. Okay, Is that outside of sleep staff range? It totally is. Okay. Here's what we'll do. Archer can come up here and... Holy! Completely destroy this guy is what he can do. Damn. I want to... Yeah, D can't kill here, which is fine, I guess. We'll just go for the attack. Maybe we get a low % crit. Nah. That's fine. Well, we got Bartra here. Very nice. Very little experience. A Deke wouldn't have gotten that much more, so I guess it doesn't really matter. And you have an unlock staff that I'm not really going to get to use. So, you know what? I'll just move you up here. Maybe, you know what? I'll just grab the chest key then. Over here. Okay, over here. You have the chest key, right? So I'll grab that from you. Thank you very much. I don't think this works, right? It does, okay. Flux Tome, okay, that's for Rai, obviously. Who are you picking? Who do you have? Lilina? Yeah, because I accidentally picked Lilina up. Okay. Yes, please do attack Gonzalez here. We have abysmal hit rates, but it is what it is. Oh, don't put Gonzalez to sleep. Oh no. And he missed. Yeah, let's go. That's really annoying. All right, well. Come on, Gonzalez. You got this. Damn it. Okay. Oh, man. I am definitely not used to playing with such shaky hit rates. Because the FE7, or I guess I should say in FE7, FE7 was obviously... I mean, I didn't use any of the units that have shaky hit rates, so... it didn't really have much to worry about there, but now, gotta deal with it. If I'm gonna plan on using Gonzalez like this. Come on, just one more. Let's go. Luckily, it's shaky, but it doesn't mean you can't hit. And Gonzalez can at the very least do the job there. Okay, yeah, we'll just unlock here. Air Caliber. That's pretty nice, effective against flyers. We've barely seen flyers. To be fair though, we've barely seen flyers in this game. 1, 2, 4. Not that it's that big of a deal. Actually, I can just advance all the way up. Because Lilina can come over here and take this guy out. Yeah, and we should be good. Yep, completely safe. We only have to tank one more sleep, which is really nice. This guy does not... We didn't aggro this guy, which is interesting. Okay, so come over here and unlock this chest. A Lance Reaver, not too bad. Oh! Really? You get another Elysian Whip that quickly? Okay, I didn't know that. That's cool. So I technically can use Thea if I wanted to. I think I'm past the point where I really want to use Thea though, but it's cool to see that we get an Elysian Whip there. That's good. That would have been nice to know that I would get one just a couple chapters later. Makes the one that I missed when in the Thea's recruitment chapter feel not so bad. That's gonna lure a longbow guy, right? You have a steel bow, you have flux, you have a steel bow, you have flux. Where's the there's another longbow guy. Is it one of you? It's you, okay. Okay. I mean, we don't have the best options here. At the very least, this spot is safe. Bring Roy up. Rutger, how many more turns of sleep you got? 2? Let me grab him. And then up here, I mean, I guess we get the gang moving. 15. We can take 2. Probably won't kill, so it won't be in range of you. So I think this should be safe. Oh. I'm going too fast. I did not mean to hit the wall. That's fine. We'll just send Bartra up then. With the hand axe. And deal with the archers up there. Or, you know, we can send Sin up. 7 defense. Against 17, 10 damage. He'll be fine. And he can counter. Steel bow. Okay, do we want to? I'd like to make sure that we can at least double if possible. 7 speed, so you need 11 action speed. Means we don't want to get weighed down. So iron bow it is. Okay, yeah. 10 damage. We do 11 in return. Not the worst. Not great, but we can at least take him out on the counter this next turn here. Okay, now you attack. 15 damage. Good dodge. Unfortunate miss. Unfortunate double miss. Okay. Okay, and the sleep guy goes... Last sleep goes to Gonzalez here. That is fine. Not a problem. This physics, this healer. I'm not used to enemies having healers either. That didn't happen a lot in FE7. At least in Elo with normal mode. So, yeah, that's definitely annoying. Why don't we just go for it? Oh my... Of course we miss. Fine. Okay, let's actually attack here. Why don't we? Oh! Nice crit. Thank you, D. Awesome. That sniper's gone. Dealt with. High key. Is Lilina our best option here? Huh. Wow. Okay. Are these guys the same? 6 speed, 1 res, 1... Okay. She's got 14 res too, which means she's barely taking any damage from these guys. Still taking a decent amount though. But I can one-shot with Hellfire. Is it worth it though? Because I'm running low on Hellfire uses. Not really worth it. So I'm just gonna... Okay, I need to keep an eye out for you. Should be okay. I would normally expect Lance to be the best option here, at least against the Shamans. Although he is still taking, once again, a pretty decent chunk of damage. $12 damage? For 24. Ugh. And then another fight. You know what? Maybe I want to actually get Gonzalez up here if I can. I will use the restore staff here. You know what, that said, I don't think Gonzalez is actually the best way to deal with these guys up here. You know what, okay, you know what, fine. I think we'll just do this. We'll just fire. Please miss. Let's go. You know what? If I get rid of the archer as well, then we're talking. Okay, we can do this. Oh, right, but Lance isn't quite strong enough. Ugh, that makes me actually want to give him the energy ring instead of Shauna, but oh well. 26, yeah, not enough. The Flux guy has a pretty low hit rate, but, you know, that can happen. Okay, but we dodged, so that's good. But we double missed, so that's not good. Oh my goodness, okay. Ah. Shauna is obviously not gonna work here. 26 damage, holy. Okay, well, let's just get Gonzalez moving. We can actually we might be able to get him up there. Yeah. Now he only has 22 HP left, which is not great, especially since his res is 0, right? So he can't really deal with the mages. That's not ideal. I think that's all I can really do. Because 16 attack. I mean, he can take it. I mean, I guess we can just put him here with the hand axe. Let me see. It's 16 damage from you. And then 17 minus, what is it, 8? No, he won't be able to survive that. Unfortunate. Okay. That's fine. Might as well get the energy ring used here then. And does that leave everything off the table? I think we're good. What do you have? Are you a healer? Just a mend, okay. Let's open this chest up. A brave bow. Okay. That's good. I don't need this unlock. He should be okay. Okay. I'll get Bartram moving. That might trigger some reinforcements. If it does, it'll at least be Bartram to take care of them. Oh, he's gonna run down there? Ow! Jesus. Okay, that hurt. She'll be fine though. Especially since I don't think these... Okay, the shaman does go for her. It's only 2 damage though. Good dodge. And nice kill. Lilina, despite her not having a whole lot of speed, she is still fast enough to double a number of these slower enemies. And she's pretty darn strong as well, magic-wise, although that level was pretty mediocre. Alright, come on, Lance. You can hit these. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Okay, took out all those guys in the middle here. 10 damage from Flux. Deke will be fine. Okay, cool. And of course. Oh my god, these heals are so annoying. Over here trying to give Sin experience, and I just can't because you just can't kill because they keep healing. Oh, we do double with the steel bow. Okay. Well, we can go for it. Please hit. Please don't hit. Oh, ow. Okay, well, hey, he got a kill. Wow. It's really hard training these units at this point. Training Sin this late, too, is certainly a decision of all time. A blue gem. Cool. Some more money. Alright, now we just advance, everyone. Let's go! Ah, Lance can't pick him up, can he? That's funny. No problem, though. How's Rucker doing? If you pick him up, he doesn't get to burn any of his sleep turns. That's a little annoying. Not that I really needed Rucker right now. This is extremely suboptimal rescue strategy, but it is what it is. Okay, we'll just chill. Nothing for those guys to do, huh? Okay, let's heal Alina up. She still needs to use her angelic robe. I completely forgot about that. Do you have your javelin equipped? You do! But this is the longbow guy, right? That's annoying. But fine, I'll just lure you out over here. Alright, let's move you up. Is that within longbow range? It totally is. Oh, that's just outside of longbow range. Okay, we're good. And then, who have I not moved? Oh. Deke. Why is it that every time something's going on, this girl just decides to show up with her little cheerful little music? It's like da 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 da. Whoa, it's Kath. Wow. La 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 la. All the way out here in the Isles West, folks work to death for nobles in their nest. This castle's sure to be brimming with treasure. All this loot was stolen anyway. Might as well take it off these nobles' hands. Okay, well, unfortunately for her, I have gotten all of the chests already, so she has nothing to steal this time, which is fantastic, amazing. I have no idea where she's gonna go. Oh, there's Rucker. Finally awake. I guess she's just gonna navigate her way through here. Oh my god. Kath, what are you doing here? Why do you always just show up wherever? Okay, well, whatever. She's not we already got everything, so she's not particularly relevant anymore. Okay, Gonzalez. Gonzalez. Let's go. You can hit 57s. You can hit 57s. Let's go. All right. Gonzalez gets another kill. He's not getting very much experience at this point from these enemies because they are decently low level at this point, but who cares? Is the heal enough for him? Probably not, but I'm just gonna heal anyways. Only brings him up to 30. Damn. Heals are definitely less potent in this game as well, just because the healers you get don't have nearly as much magic. All right, Kath, I'm not really worried about you, if I'm being honest. I'm gonna heal Sin up. I just could have probably also used Amend, but once again, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Is that in sleep range? Not quite, but we are closing in on sleep range. Now, you have a hand axe, so I'm honestly not as worried about you as compared with like the Berserker in the last map, right? This guy is significantly less scary. You just flop up someone with good defense, and then we should be fine. Especially since, well, a lot of these guys do have hand axes. So I just sit someone here with 1-2 range, and we should be able to deal with them without too much issue. You have 12 defense, so 12 and 13 for like 25 damage, which is definitely a lot of damage. But oh well. Let's see here. You know, we'll do javelins. We'll see how that goes. I know it's weapon triangle disadvantage, but we should be okay. Has anyone not? Okay, yeah, you have not used your angelic robe, so I'm gonna go ahead and dance you up so I can use that. Not dance. Play a song. This is not a dancer. Elfin's a bard. Yeah, let's use that angelic robe. Thank you for the extra max HP. I want to give Sin the kill here, so we're just going to kind of inch forward slowly. You know what? Maybe I can burn sleep. Yeah, let's burn sleep staff uses. Shauna, you can just stay there. That should be everyone. Okay. Okay. Lance wouldn't have killed, so it actually would have been... it is pretty decent for setting up a kill for Gonzalez, potentially. If I can give Gonzalez the promoted unit kill... Ow! But unfortunately, weapon triangle disadvantage prevents us from doing so. Alright, Lance is admittedly not the best unit here. That said, I think what we can do is probably Steel Sword to get rid of you, and then... You know what, I think it'd be better to actually just attack with Lelina here. What's your res? 2 res. So, if I can attack with Lelina, that would be great. Come on, Gonzalez. Come on, you can hit the other one, though. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, holy... Oh, she doesn't double. Oh, she doesn't double. Okay, well, let's think about this for a second. He's got 25 attack. He's not gonna kill Lance. And he won't kill Gonzalez either. So... moreover, he will probably actually go for Gonzalez. Unless he prefers weapon triangle advantage, which would be annoying for sure. I could put Shauna up there. But once again, Javelin. Same deal, I think, right? This corridor is actually really annoying. $28. We're taking a pretty big risk there if I do that. Roy could come in. Oh, he's not fast. He doesn't double either. Damn. With the steel sword, he can do 16. This guy's so much HP. Damn. Brings down to 30. Lilina can do a lot with Hellfire, right? 24. Pretty good. With Thunder, if she crits, she wins, but I'm not going to rely on a crit here. Shauna can do 24. It takes 15 in return. Also not bad. Probably would let Lilina get the kill at the very least. Which honestly, maybe at this point I don't really mind. If Lilina gets the kill, she only has 2 more levels left before maxing out. So... that puts us in Sleep Staff range. And range of you, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay. Not that that's a big problem with the hand axe at 7 might, 19 attack. Yeah, I mean, she'll be fine. What am I gonna do? Oh, but he has also 4% hit rate. I didn't even see the 4% hit rate. Okay, let's just do this. 4% hit rate because of weapon triangle advantage and Shauna's immense skill and speed. Honestly, having good skill and good speed in this game is even better than an FE7 because of what it lets you do in terms of hit rates. Okay, okay, we're gonna pull Lance back. And 1 fire is good enough to do it. Bam. Being able to hit on red side is also extremely pretty darn valuable in this game. Okay, cool. So now I heal Lance up. And we do have to deal with you. And all of you as well. So I could dance someone up, like Lance. He should be okay. 12 defense. I mean, he'll take a decent chunk of damage, to be fair. But if I give him a sword, I think he'll be okay. So we will play for Lance. Or I could just take it slow and try and let Gonzalez take some of these kills. Honestly, I don't even mind if one of them attacks with the hand axe on Shauna. I don't think that's even that big of a deal. Pull him up anyways. Or maybe we could just let Roy do it. Yeah, position him here. He can take 2 attacks. from a hand axe. Even if it's 23 and 22. Roy's HP admittedly isn't the best though. 23, 22. 11, 10. He'll survive. And he's got the steel sword. He should be okay. We are in sleep staff range. Not quite. Which is fine. Sin. 16 damage. 13 is enough. So we'll go for the iron bow here. Get rid of the healer because I don't want to deal with you. Do not heal these enemies, please. Alright, is that promo? Not quite. Level... Oh my god. Ew. Gross. I'm not gonna be early promoting Sin anyways. I think that's a bad idea. If I open this door, what happens when I open this door? I presume nothing great, but I also don't want to waste weapons on the wall. So I will try to open the door and then we'll see what happens. I just need to make sure I have my units positioned for that. You're gonna go attack Sin? I actually don't mind if you attack Sin with the hand axe. Once again, it's 7, 19. Yeah, he'll live. Well, I need to keep an eye out on Rai too. I don't know what this guy's deal is. Alright, he goes to attack Roy. 13 hit rate, no problems. Iron Sword would have done it there. Up 16. Not doing too bad, not doing too bad. He does go for Roy, because 1-2 range. Shenanigans. I'm sorry, what? What? Where are you going? Curious. Oh, Elfin's all the way back here, though. Oh, it's fine. Okay. All right. Come on, Gonzalez. Oh my god, still missing. That's fine, I guess. It's actually not fine, because now we're kind of stuck here. That's really annoying. Okay, we pull Roy back. Oh my god, really? Okay, well, you know what? I'm not dealing with this. What's your 22 Nosferatu? Damn. Okay. So close, Sin. So close. I don't know why I'm doing this. I should have gone Chip instead. I should have just gone for Chip so that he can actually get the kill. Because now, who is supposed to get it? Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I guess just Shauna, right? I suppose that's fine. Give her some sword experience as well. That's actually decently helpful. Weapon triangle is pretty darn important in this game. Okay, that's fine. We just do this. I also didn't position correctly there. I should have put Lance one square back so that Alphen can move his max range. Small details like that actually do matter sometimes. drop you here. I'll leave you, and then Rucker can move here. Astolfo will be on his way, as will everyone else. Okay, the door is open. What does this do? The reinforcements from the south will arrive shortly. That's all, sir. That guy gives me chills. Yeah, indeed, me too. You know what? I didn't even... Oh. Sure. Use your sleep staff. That's fine. It's a 22% hit rate, so yeah, we're good. I don't really care. Okay, perfect. I didn't even look at this guy. Firestone! 32 attack. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, first of all, the Firestone. I don't know why he has 32 attack, but he has 32 attack. His strength is boosted up to 17. He's very slow, at least. Pretty much everyone will be doubling him, but like, can we talk about 23 defense? God, I should have brought my Worm Slayer. How could I have known? Luckily he only has 10 res, so hitting him on the res side is actually optimal. I don't know if he hits on res side. We're gonna have to figure out how to deal with this guy, because he's on a throne too. That's so annoying. Oh man, okay. Rai, I don't know what you're up to, but I believe I can do this. It's you! Ugh, you again. Fancy meeting you here. Haha, ha. You're a thief. You shouldn't steal. It's not right. Nah, it's fine. I only take from the rich. No one's gonna starve or anything. That doesn't make it any better. Oh, really? Then let me offer you this. You nobles take food and money from people living in what you call your land. How is tax collection any different than tribute to a bandit? We protect the people in return. You do not. You kill them in wars like this. We didn't start this war. Burn invaded, so we have to defend the people. You can't just do anything you want and say you're defending us. How does burning down villages help us anyway? Burning down villages? We never... Wait a minute. My village was burned to the ground by our Marquis. He said that he had to do it to prepare for Burn's attack. But we always had barely enough to get by, and then we lost everything. Our homes, our crops. And here you come, saying it's wrong to steal? Ha! Look who's talking. The nobility steals from the poor so you can live in luxury at our expense. I don't know what to say. Don't get gloomy. I really don't like talking about how pitiful we are anyway. But you started it. To heck with this. It's no fun stealing after a conversation like that. I'm out of here. Ta-ta. Damn. You know what? After that conversation, Kath, you're a real one. I've been ragging on her this entire time for showing up in the middle of chapters to steal my stuff. But you know what? That was a good character moment for her. I like that. That was good. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with Rai. I don't want to. Apparently he doesn't. He just watches. I don't know what. I really don't know what his deal with that is. But in the meantime, we should just get our units moving, shall we? Astolfo has made himself, we've made use of him. He doesn't have much more to do on this map. There are reinforcements coming up soon, though, so ideally we don't want to deal with that, so we should definitely get moving. I guess Rucker is the only one I can... Okay, I'm assuming we're gonna need Roy here. I don't actually know to recruit Rai over there. I don't even know. Am I even gonna use Rai? Probably not, but I guess we'll have to see. If he's not going to advance, then what I will do... is that... Okay, you're gonna put a Astolfo to sleep? Okay, I don't mind that at all. He doesn't really have anything to do here, so that was just a completely wasted sleep on their end. Okay, it's not Roy. Interesting. Lelina, maybe? One, two, three, four, five. Or maybe I just have to go to the end of the chapter and keep him alive, and then we can recruit him. That's also a possibility. Okay, yeah, I don't really have any other ideas. We didn't get a particularly obvious character connection to him, so I think that's all I got. In which case, we are just gonna get moving. Lance, can you get rid of this guy for me? Thanks. Maybe I should have used Gonzalez to do that, but whatever. Alright, let's get everyone moving. Okay, she's positioned a little bit annoyingly, huh? Okay. Oh, they're wyverns. Oh, but they have to go all the way around. Okay, we have plenty of time then. I'm also, they're admittedly, once again, the reinforcements, there is one thing though. If the reinforcements aren't crazy scary, except for this guy. Holy moly, what the hell? Okay. Yeah, I think we want to take out the boss before we need to deal with those guys if we can. Rip Rutger. I'm sorry, what? Does the Firestone not have 1-2 range? I guess it doesn't have 1-2 range. I didn't know that. We can do a pretty good chunk of damage. But it's, you know, not amazing. Yeah, that's... we double. We can use perhaps a Killer Axe. That crit rate's admittedly not the best. The Silver Axe might be hit rates though, 22 damage is a lot of damage. But it doesn't seem impossible to deal with, which is cool, which is good. Sin doesn't do any damage. If I had the Worm Slayer, that would be great. Roy doesn't do any damage. Gonzalez is not close enough, and he also doesn't do any damage. Crazy. Holy. Wow. Damn, okay. I actually had to bring Bartra for this. Okay. Bartra and Lelina are like the only ones that can do meaningful damage. Okay. Well, Lelina's proving herself quite useful then. Can we pull him out? What's your con? 14 con, so we can pretty easily pull him out if we need to. So let's do that. Burn. 22. Oh my god, look at that. I actually get to fight like more multiple dragons in this game. That's really cool. Okay, cool. Decent damage, not the best, but decent. Mainly because we missed. He can actually take another hit. He can take another 22. So, where is Elfin? Way too far down. Damn. Okay. Apparently he doesn't have 1-2 range either, so I could just heal him up. No? You know what? And then we just pull Clarine out. I like to give Lilina the kill here as well, if we can. That'd be nice. And it's definitely doable. We should be able to do it fast enough as well. 2 11s. We need to hit both of these. I think we hold. How much damage does he take? 29. I think we hold. Yeah, he'll heal a bit and then attack. Yeah, attack Barsha. Barsha turning out pretty darn useful here with his silver axe. If we can get these, if we can actually hit, that would be nice. Damn. Okay. That's okay. These guys will get moving. It's fine. I think we got this before they can get here. Essentially what we do here is just, yeah, thunder. Well, the Dragon Still's not giving 2 range. This actually makes this guy a lot easier to deal with. So now we can just do this. And 1 thunder will do it. Ooh, look at that. Lilina. You know, I was really ragging on Lilina in the beginning when I got her because of her poor speed and the fact that she just comes so weak, but she's turning out to be one of my most essential units, just because she can hit hard on the magic side. I know like other magic units could, like Lug probably could have done a similar thing, but you know, still. What? All right, dragon down. Oh, look at all that experience. I think that's Lilina's second to last level. No speed again, which is really unfortunate. But 19 magic, look at that. That's the strongest offensive stat we have by far. Well, except for Barsha, our promoted unit, right? Cool. All right, cool. Cool. All right, cool. Haha. Words. That is about it. I have no idea what to do with Rai here, so I'm just gonna leave him alone. Yeah, that's the chapter. Honestly, nothing too much to write home about. That was actually not a very difficult chapter. So, yeah, cool. I'll just go ahead and clean this up and seize that throne. That was not an easy battle. What are you talking about, Roy? That was so easy. The dragon's power is truly horrific and unhuman. Now I understand. How many of these dragons does Burn have? How can we expect to be victorious against monsters like these? Lord Roy, keep a level head. I understand your worries, but if you panic, that feeling will spread to the army. You must remember that. I'm sorry. It's a perfectly understandable reaction after a fight like that. But we also gained knowledge we did not have before. What knowledge is that? Don't you remember? I told you Arcardo was rumored to be working with Burn. Oh, that's right. If Burn's dragons are in an Etrurian castle, Arcardo has indeed made a deal with Burn. That means Lycia is in danger. We must return to the mainland. We have to contact General Cecilia and conceive a plan. Lord Roy, before returning to the mainland, there is a matter to take care of. More bandits? No, thankfully. A legendary weapon is hidden in a cave not far from here. If we obtain it, we can fight the dragons more effectively. A legendary weapon. You're right. If we can get all 8 of them, we might have a chance of defeating Burn. Yes, we must find as many as we can. Then let's go to the cave and get it. Alright, cool. And that wraps up the Western Isles arc, I think. That should be the end of the Western Isles arc. And the next chapter, it looks like we're going to be going after yet another legendary weapon. So we already have Durandal from earlier. Now we're going for another one. I have to say, if it's the Western Isles, it makes me think it's Armads. Because that's where I believe that's where Armads was in FE7. So, well, yeah, looking forward to that. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.